like Swift, you're talking about Swift is a messaging network, right? A kind of messaging network. So it is automatically getting applied when high amount is transferring from India to any other
Mm,
country,
mm,
if some institution is doing, or
mm.
we will have to choose this messaging network. Is it
Yes,
something like that?
yes. It's a code number. They will give a code number for some amount. There is some amount of code will be there. Okay. Through that code, that money will be transferred to their accounts. Understood everyone?
Acha,
Clear?
they'll not disclose the amount, right?
No, no. That's what I said, right? So you required some encryption. You required some encryption is required, right? So you cannot disclose that money directly, right? So for that, what they do for that money, they use a code number. Some Swift code number will be there. Okay. So you are sending this through the Swift code number. They receive on the same Swift code. Automatically, money will be transferred using that code number because they
So
don't
no one is
want
able
to.
to track. No one
You
is able
cannot
to
able
track
to
the
track.
amount, right?
Right.
Right.
Because this payment
Okay.
transactions, right? So you cannot be able to track.
Acha.
Because it's very
One more
simple to
question.
you, Abhinav. I'll make it very
Hmm.
simple.
S- s-
See, you are paying online money. You are online through online of your account. You are paying money. What is that you are doing? Simply you are adding beneficiary details and you are sending.
Yes,
Earlier,
exactly, exactly,
nowadays,
exactly,
what is
exactly.
happening? You want to finally, if you want to transfer money, there is a transaction password बोल के है. Unless until if you don't give any transaction password, your money won't be transferred. Yes or no? Yes.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yes or no? Even now, nowadays. Earlier, in the
Hmm.
beginning days, you don't see all that. Nowadays, you can see that. What is another
Yes,
option nowadays you see? For example, you want to transfer money. You want to transfer money. There will be some OTP password will come to your registered
exactly.
number. Unless until
Hmm.
you are not giving, you are not paying. So, for what all these purposes, for what all these are there for us? Because these are all something making your transaction more secure. Yes, sir.
Yes, yes. So
Understood.
my question is, who is so bank is allotting you the messaging code, right? Bank is giving you
Banks
the
have an
messaging code.
authority to do these transactions. No individual is entitled to use it.
Acha.
Because you want to do some international transfer, where will you go? You go to your home branch. Am I right?
Ah, ah.
Yes or no?
So yes, so where we are sending the money, I mean, from the payer bank, if I talk about, so payer bank will give the code or receiver bank will give the code.
They have their own systems. For that, they have different systems. Backend systems are there, banking systems. Using those banking systems, the communication will be happen between from receiver to payer, payer to receiver. They create the
Okay, okay.
backend systems are there. Highly configured backend application systems will be using. So using
Okay.
those systems and all, what backend team do? Backend team will transfer money through the code number to the recipient accounts. Recipient
Okay,
once the
okay.
recipient account, they get some invoices, etc. Everything. That's how generally the transaction backend transaction happened. That's what we
Okay,
call it a
okay.
Swift messaging structure or Swift payment structure. This is all
Okay, that
some
we
things
don't
are
have to
comes
involve,
under the
right?
payments part.
So
Understood?
that is not something we will have to involve, right?
See, I'm not talking about the role of a BA, okay?
Hmm.
Do
No,
remember,
I understand.
I'm
General,
giving you
general,
the
general.
high level glimpse about what is payments means.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
Okay, this is
mm-hmm,
nothing
mm-hmm.
to do with role of a BA. I'm not getting into that. Okay, I'm
That
giving you
got it.
overall glimpse over what payment structure and what exactly payment domain is all about. Okay, right from
Okay.
paying cash to international transfers, everything part of the payments.
Mm.
Because
So basically two things.
this is so big you are comparing to the other regular thing, because there are a lot of things are involved, because European
Understand,
market
understand.
payment is different and European market structure is different, and if they wants to do the transactions and all, there are some standards they follow, which is called ISO 20022. Because if they wants to follow these transactions and all, they follow a transaction called ISO 20022 standards they follow in European market. Right, so based on the following the transactions and all, they have to do the transactions accordingly. This is how generally payment domain is so larger. So if you are a business analyst, if you wants to become a business